Welcome to Daily Pony Packs. Today we are opening a new box of My Little Pony cards, and this is Ponies Fun Photos Box 3. Alright, here's what the packs look like. We got Alternate Timeline War Pinkie Pie. So, I don't really know what sets this box contains, but it at least contains Bright Mood 6. Which, that's fine. This will be a good chance to mop up any remaining SRs we need. I think we need 4. Pinkie Pie, Rainbow Dash, a Fluttershy, and 1 other card. Damn, back-to-back rarities? Okay, so it also contains Bright Mood 5. It probably just contains, like, all the sets, I guess. I don't know. I just hope we don't get too many dupes of the higher rarity cards. And with this box returns the screenshot cards. Wow. We got the whole Apple family here. I assume this is from Apple Family Reunion after they raised the barn. Oh, poor Angel. This is when he breaks his leg after doing the bunny parkour, right? No. What do you think the muffin's lore is? What happened with her eyes? Apparently, she used to be a pretty good flyer. You know, until the vision problems got worse. What does your brain even do when your eyes are focusing on 2 different points? Like, no wonder she can't read. I guess Pegasi are pretty prone to head trauma via crash landings. So that could be it. Yo, is this the very first moment we see Angel show any kind of kindness? Or do you think he spares Spike out of pity? It is cool that we get an episode that shows what the girls are doing in the Crystal Empire, and then another episode that shows what Spike is doing while they're gone. Sailing through the wavy blue, you'll view a slew of tortoises. They're turtles, Scootaloo, get it twisted. Rainbow Dash would be so disappointed. Just to make the pun for all intents and purposes. SMH. Baby Spike. Not one of the SRs we needed. Oh well. We got 27 more shots at this, so I'm not worried yet, but honestly, after the Flim debacle, I'm not hopeful. Yep, apparently with good reason. No, first SSR, we already have this. No. But at least this is a really cool card. God, I love Discord. He's such a fun character.
Can't you do something?
I did! This is Fluttershy's gift.
What?
Also, you know, he's an important foil for Twilight and whatnot. Yo, speaking of Twilight, I can't believe Chrysalis just blew her load so fast. She literally won. She beat Twilight. And then she had to not only reveal herself as being evil, but imprison her in the same place that she imprisoned Cadence? You had it. Even Celestia didn't believe Twilight. And the freaking very first thing we learn about Celestia and Twilight's relationship is...
You know that I value your diligence and that I trust you completely.
See how they hang on every word that I speak. My approving glance is what they all seek. Not one of the outfits Rarity wears in an episode, but, I mean, can't you guys just sing for no reason? An actual outfit I have no clue where it's from. You'd think something like this would be incredibly memorable. I got nothing. Blank. It is a very cool design, though, very colorful. Maybe I'll do some research to figure out when the hell Pinkie Pie gets a shitload of jewels on her. Yo, Sunburst! First Sunburst card. I mean, not really a Sunburst card. Maybe one day we'll open a real Sunburst card. What's that episode called? Uncommon Bond, where Starlight introduces Sunburst to all of her friends, but she just ends up third-wheeling herself because Sunburst has more in common with all of them than Starlight has with any of them. That's a good episode.
Why didn't you tell me how much Sunburst and I had in common?
Gee, I don't know.
Starting off with Fluttershy, cute as ever. You know, I was going to ask about favorite Fluttershy songs, but she doesn't actually sing that many. That are like primarily Fluttershy songs, I mean. Yo, goth mommy Fluttershy! You know, maybe one day we will get a new SSR. That day is not today, though. Anyway, Fluttershy songs. Are there only like 5 Fluttershy songs? I can really only think of a handful. Bats, So Much More, the Zephyr Breeze, Rainbow Dash Pet song, and the one she sings when she gets her cutie mark. Does Fluttershy have the least amount of songs? Well, if that's the list, I guess So Much More is my favorite. Definitely a top 5 Fluttershy song. Oh, one more Fluttershy song? The song she sings when every pony figures out Fluttershy is good at singing. It's the episode where she joins the Pony Tones, right? Whatever that song is, I don't remember. Yo, first, Shiny, yes! And it's a good one, too. Twilight's Coronation. Ooh, look at that blinding rainbow shimmer. Cadence, the only pony who got her hair done for this event. It's so weird that Celestia has a special crown just for this event. Guess her regular crown wasn't fancy enough. And here we have little Philly Pear Butter. Even though Applejack's parents are dead, we somehow managed to learn more about them than anyone else's parents. Perfect Pear is such a nice episode. It's cute, it's got a good song. I mean, I basically like any episode with a song, but... And you know, it sets up a place for Big Mac to get married. Such continuity.
This apple tree and pear tree are stronger together. They'll survive whatever comes.
Yo, speaking of episodes with songs... They didn't like my jokes or songs or daily dose of news. Just so silly. God, I love it. However, while the song is quite memorable, I could not tell you what the Kieran's name is. Nope, not in my brain. But for whatever reason, I do know what she named her shadow. That is the core information that my brain deemed relevant. Silhouette gloom of the sundown lands, wow. What is Rainbow's face here? She's just crashing the 6 shot of Pink Pony and Prince Rutherford. Is this when Pink Pony becomes honorary yak? Autumn Blaze, that's her name! Yes! This is one of the SRs that we needed. 1 down, 3 to go. Wait, this is a 2-for-1 special. Her stupid little hoof puppet. This is perhaps the best card I've ever opened. Sup, Quibble. I love that Quibble's mane and tail are just rainbows, but grayscale. Fluttershy! And some squirrels! This is the Kieran episode, yeah? Sounds of Silence. Fluttershy helping the squirrels out while Applejack runs off ahead without her. If only Applejack respected Fluttershy.
Applejack! Can you please listen to me?
Hey, we got a shiny. And it's the Crusaders in Rarity, yes! I'm actually at a total loss. I have no clue what this is from. Let's see if we can sleuth this out. So the Crusaders don't have their cutie marks, it looks like. They're at Carousel Boutique, so that makes me think Stairmaster, but they're not trying on hats there, they're trying on Sweetie Belle's capes. Or make new friends but keep Discord, but in that episode, they're trying on their gala dresses. They must go to Carousel Boutique to hear Rarity's cutie mark story, but I can't think of any other episodes they hang out in Carousel Boutique. RIP, confirm, washed. Man, imagine doing a fetch quest, getting the item, coming all the way back to the quest giver, turn it in, and they're just like, nah, I don't want that anymore. Fuck you, buddy. Yo, Starlight. This is the rarest Starlight we've ever opened, which isn't saying much, it's the second Starlight, but yes. God, I love this episode. I love literally every Starlight Trixie episode, but this is a good one. I'm pretty sure it's the only time Trixie's the one getting pissed instead of Starlight. What a reversal. I love that the song is just the two of them making light of the situation that makes them completely hate each other in like 3 days.
Like a buddy movie where the two protagonists can't get away from each other because they're wearing huff cuffs.
Don't all of those movies start with the two of them hating each other? Anyway, sorry Rarity, you got mogged by Starlight. I got distracted. Our Lady Princess Twilight Sparkle, blessed be her name. Hell yeah. I mean, not like we needed this card, I already had it, but I like Twilight. I mean, I think it's hard to not like Twilight. Like, sure, all the main 6 do have some pretty extreme traits, Twilight's no exception, but I feel like Twilight's extremes are much less polarizing than the rest of the girls. Like, yeah, sure, she overplans, overprepares, and then freaks out when anything doesn't go according to. But that's just kind of like the human condition. Fear of the unknown, coming to terms with a lack of control in your life. Literally anything could just happen at any point for seemingly no reason. In the end, I'm just glad Twilight came to terms with the lack of control she has over her life. Sometimes life just runs you over, and all you can do is get back up and try to find your legs. Anyway, ponies! Sea ponies! Shiny sea ponies! Hey, we got another shiny card, nice. Man, I feel like our shiny drop rate is so low. This is what, the 3rd one? But you know, maybe we're just front-loading all the bad cards so we can get all the good cards in the second half of the box. Ooh. Yo, Our Lady Princess Twilight Sparkle, blessed be her name. Jesus, this is one of the silliest cards I have opened so far. I love it. When you're behind unwrapping heartwarming presents, but you make time to take a cute selfie.
Ooh, cute.
Speaking of Twilight being silly, hey Pinkie Pie. What's your favorite Twi-Pie episode? I could really only think of 3 off the top of my head, but the correct answer is Trivia Trots. Going back to yesterday's conversation about Twilight's lack of control over her life, Twilight gets unhinged.
If there's any slack that needs picking, I'll be the up.
Ooh, Zakora and Apple Bloom. I really wish Apple Bloom's alchemy was a bigger part of her character. It's actually, like, kinda cool. Too bad she forgot all about it when Scootaloo and Sweetie Belle wanted to pursue their interests outside of the Crusaders. And even if the world tells us it's wrong, you're in my head like a catchy song. Of the songs that are stuck in my head, that is not one of them. Good song though. My head is full of Pip Petal's brain rot.
How about my besties be so cute like confetti? Yeah, we fabulous. We strut our stuff. Yeah, we always ready.
That's what's going on in my head. And I'm loving every minute of it. God. What's your favorite part of Perfect Pair, the episode with Applejack's parents? Mine is when Bright Mac is racing his friend, but he gets too distracted staring at Buttercup's sweet ass as she bends over, and he crashes. I mean, you can't blame the guy, though. We've all been there, right? Rarity, my queen, looking fabulous as always. What's my favorite Rarity episode? I don't even know. I just kinda love every moment she's on screen. I don't know, maybe it's like... Whoa! Never mind, forget Rarity. Pfft, we're talking about Applejack now. Yes, first ultra rare of the box, and it's one we don't have. Granted, it was more likely to happen than not, but yes, it still feels good, hell yeah. Alright, I'm pretty neutral on Applejack, but now is not the time to be indecisive. What is my favorite Applejack episode? Go. The one where the one where she and Fluttershy go to Las Pegasus. Even though it's an environment that neither of them want to be in, it's up to them to reveal the lies, even if that means lying themselves. Man, Flim and Flam made it out good in that episode. Not only does Applejack and Fluttershy fix their friendship problem, they get a whole-ass casino. Damn.
Little Philly Muffins.
I don't really have any more Muffins anecdotes, so, what's your favorite song that the whole main six sings? For me, there's like a couple options. There's like the more serious option and the more silly option. Well, okay, I guess there's a third cringe option, but we're not talking about that song today.
Keeping it hot on a yacht.
Bow, 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 bow. Anyway, Flawless. I think my favorite song that the main six sing together is Flawless. That's the more serious option. The more silly option is the song that they sing on their friendship retreat. Best friends until the end of time. Whatever that song is called. Is it just called Best Friends? Or I have no clue. It's not even that I really like the song musically or anything. I just love the juxtaposition of Starlight wanting to murder Trixie and then cutting to Twilight, the gay, just chilling out vibing.
They're gonna bond, share laughs, and if I know them, they're gonna sing a song.
Speaking of Starlight and Trixie, I love that they sing this song just because they think that's what Twilight and her friends would do. I mean, this is basically their own friendship retreat. God, I love Starlight and Trixie. Their relationship was like a big part in reigniting my interest in My Little Pony.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. SR Rainbow Dash number 2 acquired. Nice.
This is what the crown that she gets for winning the flight competition thingy of the Sonic Rainboom episode where she saves Rarity, who went butterfly mode. Poor Rarity and her Icarus complex. Always gotta push herself to go bigger and bolder. It's wild to think that in that episode, Rainbow has literally no confidence about her flying ability. She's honestly freaking out about Rarity overshadowing her? That's crazy. Confidence is like Rainbow Dash's most prolific trait. It's what gives her the courage to fail and be a cocky asshole after all. I guess just doing this Sonic Rainboom and winning the competition just goes to her head. Man, look at that symbolism, Rainbow Dash flying off into the sun. She has acquired Rarity's Icarus complex. Here we are, the halfway point. We have opened a very low amount of anything I actually care about, but this is the pack, I can feel it. Nope, never mind. I've lost all sensation. My soul has left my body. No! What are the odds? Yeah, you are. Very cool. Sunset Shimmer, very cool. Goddamn duplicates. But you know, the disappointment, that's my own fault for setting expectations. Should've listened to Starlight's advice. Can't have a nightmare if you never dream. Well, I guess this means we get to talk about Equestria Girls now. Hell yeah. I really like the short, Saving Pinky's Pie. It's pretty funny.
Give me that timer, woman!
Well, more so, it's actually, like, incredibly silly, and I love it.
I'm cold. So cold. Stay with me, Trixie.
It's so funny that over the course of Equestria Girls, Flash Sentry just becomes a cuck. Why did they do that to him?
Whatever, stop talking.
So, you know how sometimes Pinkie Pie will just, like, randomly sing a 30-second long mini-song? What's your favorite one of those? Mine is...
Just about 1 year ago, there was a tickle in your nose. You snorted through the nursery. Happy sneeze-aversary. Achoo, achoo, achoo!
I don't know what it is about that one, but it just, like... That's, like, the one that really sticks with me. Man, I wish I had a better catalog of all the dumb little songs she sings. But instead of remembering useful information like that, my brain's up here trying to keep track of all the physiological effects of red light on plants. That's the kind of thing that I would have to rewatch the whole series just to specifically keep track of.
Twilight is my bestest friend, Whoopi.
Pinky.
She's the cutest, smartest, all-around best pony. Pony.
Yo, simple ways, Rarity. What a look, Rarity. Man, if only she had just watched Shrek before this episode happened. Then she would just know that she shouldn't change herself for love. Do you think Spike's favorite movie is Shrek 2 because it gives him hope that he and Rarity can have little dragon pony babies together? Look at our little mutant babies!
Autumn Blaze, nice. I mean, not nice, we don't need it, but I like her design. It's very, pretty, for lack of a better word. It's so funny that Kieran just became giraffes, despite existing in the Chinese mythos long before giraffes came to the country. Some guys just brought a giraffe back to China and showed the emperor, and he was like, "Holy shit, that's a Kieran!" I don't know what it is about giraffes that scream fire, lion, dragon spirits, but it's hard baked into the DNA now. The literal word for giraffe in Japanese is Kieran. Wait, yo, do you know the song from Guilty Gear that goes, "Get on the rock, get up the burn"? Do you think that's about Kieran? Like, why else would they be talking about burning giraffes? Deep cut, I know, but it just... Why am I talking about giraffes? Sorry, we usually talk about ponies here. I got distracted. Anyway, ponies. Wow, here we got Applejack and Starlight. Aw, so cute. Right before Starlight mind controls her.
You're really missing the point here.
Our Lady Princess Twilight Sparkle, blessed be her name. I mean, can't complain about getting another SR Princess Twilight. But, I mean, still looking for Pinkie Pie Fluttershy. Come on, cards, work with me here. I believe we've opened 6 of the quote-unquote rare packs out of the 13 in the box, so about half of the remaining packs are rare packs. Hopefully we get some spicy shit in there. Ooh, that we don't already have. Smile. Ooh, speaking of cards we don't already have, this is... What is the episode called? Feeling Pinky Keen? I want to say that's what it is, but, you know, the Pinky Sense one. I have not really been counting how many of these we've opened so far. Yo! The only thing I'm actually keeping track of are how many are shiny, which haven't been that many. I think this is the 5th one. Ooh. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So there are 20 different ones of these cards. I feel like we must have gotten them all by now, right? I should really count up how many we've gotten. Equestria, the land I love, a land of harmony. I noticed the name on this card says Countess Coloratura, despite being regular little filly Coloratura. So across all the boxes, we have opened 3 different Rara cards. One of them says Countess Coloratura, and she's full on in one of her costumes. But I also have one where she's naked, and it just says Coloratura. I wonder why they chose to label this one Countess. You could just say poor attention to detail, but I don't know, that's not the impression I've gotten so far. I mean, they always make a point to clarify Princess Twilight versus Stinky regular Twilight, but I mean, who knows. Okay, so after opening yesterday's pack, I did go back and count all of these screenshot photo cards. And we do have all of them, yay! That last pack did indeed contain the last one we needed. Hell yeah! So now we just need the extra special shimmery shiny rainbow variants.
No matter how many times I pull this card, it never ceases to amuse me. Every time I see this art, I just can't help but think of Best Gift Ever. I freaking love that special. Not afraid to say it. I think Best Gift Ever is the greatest piece of Friendship is Magic content. Fight me. Oh wait, you can't because you know it's true. Whose plotline is my favorite? You know, as much as it pains me to say this, Rarities is my least favorite, and Rainbows is my favorite. There's just something about Discord and Rainbow bonding over their love of Fluttershy. Well, more so competing over who knows her better, but all I'm trying to say is, it was nice of Discord to let Rainbow Dash put her name on his present. Hey, look at those 2 idiots. Wait, this is shiny! I just wanted to zoom in on their dumb faces. What a nice surprise. I love how little of the line work on the shiny variants is actually, like, holographic. Compared to, say, an SSR where the entirety of the line work is reflective. Why are they so stingy on these?
Starting off with Bright Mac. Man, speaking of brights, over the past few days, I've just been, like, slightly tweaking my setup to try to get some better lighting.
finding the trifecta of my hands not casting shadow over the cards, my phone not casting shadow, the card not having any kind of crazy glare. It's not easy. Sorry, Rainbow Dash, I wasn't trying to bog you by talking about lights. You're just not the kind of guy that I would interrupt myself for. Despite being extremely pleased, yes! Thank you, Rainbow Dash. An ultra rare we needed, hell yeah. Man, for how much shit I give Rainbow Dash, I don't hate her. It's just her confidence comes off as cocky, and I just like to make fun of her when she fails. You know? Which is actually kind of a lot. So I mean, more power to her. Like, she's going out there, she's crashing, she's getting back up, and she's crashing again. Gotta love our Rainbow Dash, folks. Ooh, look at that blinding rainbow glare. We're finishing on a shiny, yes! And it's cute little Fluttershy and Angel Bunny, aww. Oh, it actually doesn't look like Angel is, shiny at all. It's just the horses. They just made the horses shiny. The disrespect. Apple sauce, you know, might be one of my least favorite of the Apple family. Couldn't tell you why, though. She's definitely no Goldie Delicious, I'll tell you that. Ooh, wait, no. We don't need the Pinkie Pie, no. I just saw the glittery in the UR and it triggered the dopamine, but... Alright, this is a Pinkie Pie video now. I really like the episode Yakety Sax, the one where Pinkie Pie is playing the Yavitaphone, but it makes every pony else want to kill themselves when they force her to stop.
My sun, my moon, my stars, my everything.
I know the other ponies have episodes about being pot committed to their elements, but I think this one does a very good job at emphasizing just how much of a burden the element of laughter is. Pinkie Pie is not allowed to put her own happiness over the happiness of others. And her friends use that against her to make her stop playing the Yavitaphone, try to get her to do things that they want her to do, like make cupcakes. And when she wants to move to Yakiyakasan to try to find a reason to live, all of her friends are like, aw, but if you moved away, it would make us so sad.
Fine, I'll move back to Ponyville.
That was a lot easier than I thought.
But you know, turns out the Yavitaphone is actually a vibe-based instrument, and Pinkie Pie is actually a master at it. I am not Scootaloo. I am nowhere near Rainbow Dash's biggest fan, but in the episode Secrets and Pies, I genuinely appreciate her. It's the one where Pinkie Pie makes like 1,000 pies for Rainbow Dash, and she lies about liking them. Pinkie spends the entire episode framing Rainbow Dash as the bad guy, which is hilarious. And Applejack and Twilight give Rainbow a hard time for lying about the pies, which Applejack I get because honesty and loyalty are often conflict. But Twilight, SMH, better pull out a notebook because Rainbow's about to teach you a lesson on laughter. The episode is openly framing Rainbow Dash as being in the wrong, until she pulls out the apology pie at the end. It really shows her understanding of Pinkie Pie. She is willing to put herself into a position of unhappiness to make another pony happy, which Pinkie Pie obviously puts a stop to because Rainbow Dash's Uno reverse doesn't just suddenly make her happy with Rainbow Dash being unhappy. The episode has a nice conclusion of the two characters just, like, really coming to an understanding of each other. Turns out, maintaining the lie was the loyal thing to do. Suck on that, Applejack.
Getting rid of all those pies was a giant hassle.
You catch all that, Twilight? This is your job figuring out how all these pieces come together, not theirs. So I got some bad news. We actually can't get the last 2 SRs that we're missing from this box. So there's 20 in the set, but this box only contains 15 different ones. RIP? After, you know, pulling 2-3 copies of the same SR, I just got real suspicious, so I examined the box, and yep, there are only 15. I counted them up, yep, we've gotten all 15. So, whatever Pinkie Pie and Fluttershy were missing, not getting them here. Oh well. Which, going back to the last photo box, makes a lot more sense that we didn't pull any flims. That's the power of reading. Sometimes you just learn information. Who would have thought? Alright, anyway, back to ponies. Hi Fluttershy. Hi Fauna. What's your favorite episode with Dr. Fauna in it? That's probably not that hard of a question. She's only in, 3-4 episodes? Or maybe that's an incredibly hard question. Is she only in good episodes? Giant Greedy Spike episode is fine. Fluttershy makes the Sanctuary is fine. I like Secrets and Pies. I like She Talks to Angel. Which one do I like more? I don't know.
She Talks to Angel, no indecision allowed. That's it, that's the best Dr. Fauna episode, bam. Does Fluttershy ever actually wear this? I will concede that my list of hats Fluttershy ever wears is not very long, but
the more I see this one, the more I think this isn't real. Like the car with Twilight all tangled up in ribbon.
wait, forget whatever I was talking about. It's freaking Mia More Cadenza. Hell yeah, whoa.
I mean, they did spell her name wrong again, but what are you gonna do?
I forgot that Ponies I Like exist.
Because, I mean, let's be honest, I'm really only here looking for Rarity, Trixie, and Cadence cards. Sorry, I know we've been sitting here on Cadence for a while, but I've just been admiring how pretty and crystally she is.
Why do I like Cadence? I don't know, I couldn't tell you.
Her character is so underused, but just ever since I saw this cover art for one of the comics, I have been thirsting for more Cadence. Let me rephrase that. I have been lusting for more Cadence content.
This art is sick!
The comics are how I've been experiencing My Little Pony for the past 5 years, and even in them, Cadence is like non-existent. But I'm just happy we got the Rise of Cadence comic.
It's little Spiky Wakey. Aw, wait, Spike, what are you doing? SMH drawing on the walls. I would never.
Whoa, you know what? Never mind. Draw on as many walls as you want, Spike. Damn.
Not as cool as Crystal Princess Cadence, but I'll take Spike the Brave and Glorious any day. Hell yeah. Would you say I'm a hero, glorious and brave?
God, that song is so funny.
Why is it funny? I could not tell you. It just makes me laugh. Whoa, wait. I swear we already had all of these. I literally counted them and everything. Do I not know how to count? Is that what I'm learning today? What scene is this? This is Initial Thoughts. You want to say it's Art of the Dress, or whatever the episode's called, because Rarity, has got her sewing glasses on and the measuring tape around her neck.
But this is definitely not one of the dresses that Fluttershy tries on in that episode.
Also, the background, it doesn't look like we're in Carousel Boutique, honestly. I think it's Fake It Till You Make It. I don't remember the specifics of the ending of that episode, but I'm pretty sure Rarity's like giga behind on her new fashion line and uses Fluttershy as inspiration, right?
Autumn Blaze. God, I love her slew of inanimate object friends.
Take it away, boys!
It's crazy that they include her hoof puppet. It's there for one, it's not like it's there all the time. It's literally there for one scene and then it's gone. That is an insane detail to add.
Yet they can't spell Cadence's name right.
Who is the best inanimate friend? Silhouette Gloom of the Sundown Lands, Mr. Turnip, Boulder, or Twiggy? It's insanely hard not to just say Boulder. His character is just so densely loaded with complexity and nuance, but just like, there's something about Twiggy. I just personally really vibe with him,
Boulder has 10 times the personality of some random stick.
Our Lady Princess Twilight Sparkle, blessed be her name. No matter how many times I pull this card, I will never get over how ridiculous this art is. It's so good, I love it.
Wait,
So, 1, we got a new UR, which is awesome. 2, it's Trixie, which is awesome. And this pose is so cool. Look at her, she's got aura. God, that was easily the best UR I've ever opened. I am happy. I wouldn't say Trixie's my favorite character, but if I wouldn't say that, then I don't know what I would call her. In my heart of hearts, I suppose that means she is my favorite character, but I will not say that out loud. No Second Prances is one of my favorite episodes.
oh wait, is this? Yo, it is shiny. Wow. Princess Twilight Tangled and Ribbon, a sick as hell ultra rare Trixie, and we're finishing off with a shiny? Damn, what a good pack. Alright, so, if I can count, and I know that's asking for a lot, but if I can, this pack and the next pack should both have an SSR, or higher. Can I count to 13? Hell yeah. SSR, Nightmare Night Shadow Bolt Rainbow Dash. Looking cool, Rainbow. I love that they draw in the stitching on her costume. Really captures that low quality feel. Definitely cooler than an astronaut costume, can't say. Who's got the best Nightmare Night costume? Not including Gen 5 because Izzy would just win, but can't say that girl's not creative. Do we include Equestria girls? That does add quite a few more. Nah, let's stick to horses for now. I do like Rarity's mermaid costume, but can't lie, Apple Bloom's platypus costume? Ooh, top tier. I do appreciate Applejack's motif of Scarecrow and Lion. Very Wizard of Oz build. Oh god, too much indecision. Okay, it's Twilight Star Swirl Bearded costume. Sorry, Rarity.
Thank you, finally! Some pony who gets my costume!
So, I've got some awkward news. There will likely not be a video tomorrow. There was an unexpected delay with shipping, and I simply do not have the next box of cards yet. But hopefully to compensate, we'll get a 6CR? Nope. Just an SSR to finish this off on, but aw, it's freaking cute little baby Flurry Heart. Crystally Flurry Heart even. Ooh, she's got a shiny little bunny doll thing over here. Oh, and a ball, I guess? Oh, got a pinwheel up here. Not very Flurry Heart specific details, but whatever. I'm happy with ending this on Flurry Hearts. It's kind of almost like pulling a cadence, so I'll take it. When the Crystal Heart goes off, why do you think it changes every pony's maze and just like throws in hair accessories? The magic of merchandising, I guess? More so, why are Celestia and Luna seemingly immune to this magical anomaly? That's what I really don't get. What are the lore implications here? Are their mains simply too powerful to alter? Anyway, this has been Fun Photos Box 3. I will not be back tomorrow with a new box. It may take up to a week for that box to arrive, so, I'll see ya when I see ya.